Chris here with Barnyard Outdoors, and I'm making another lunch. I'm doing this out lakeside. It's not as windy today as it has been in the past, so I thought I'd try something a little bit fancy. Stick around. You might like this, you might not, but I'm gonna eat it. That's all that matters. All right, today I'm going to try something interesting. I love having pasta carbonara, so I thought I'd try to make this out here. And what I'm going to use is this Knorr, let's see, Fettuccine Alfredo with creamy sauce. I got some chicken, and of course, you got to have bacon. That's the most important thing. The other thing is generally sometimes they put spinach in it, which I really like, and I don't have any spinach, but luckily this time of year, there's a huge amount of dandelion greens out. So I grabbed some dandelion greens on the way down here, and we're gonna whip this up and hopefully have an amazing lunch on this amazing day. All right, so how am I gonna make this? Well, I brought along my, let's see, this is the Boundless Voyage titanium pan. You've seen me use this before. I've got my Firebox cutting board, of course, a lid. This recipe does require some milk, so I brought something that I'll show you in a bit that I'm going to use. And of course, I have my Fire Maple Blade 2 stove, which has really good simmer control, so I hopefully will not be burning anything. Okay, there's a couple things I need to do before I get started on this. Gotta get the stove lit up, so I'm gonna need my lighter. And then I'm going to start with the bacon in here first, because even though the bacon is this horrible pre-cooked stuff, I want to chop it up and get it a little bit crispier if I can before I give it a good soaking in this. The other thing I need to do, I just picked these dandelions, and there's some stuff in here that's not dandelion, so I got to make sure I get that out. You don't want to eat that. But I'm gonna wash this stuff off just in the bag, so I'll just add some water to it. Give it a good rinse. It's primarily just to get, the bugs and spider webs off. It's super simple, right? And then I'm also going to chop this up a little bit before I start using it. But let's get this cleaned up a little bit, and let's get the bacon on. Get that cooking. Now, as I mentioned, this takes milk. So I've got my handy dandy GSI cup that I'm just going to use for measuring today. And let's see exactly what this needs. 1.5 cups of water and 1/2 cup of milk. Oh, so what do I have for milk? Powdered milk. I got about enough to make 1/2 cup here. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the water in, plus enough water for the milk, and add this in and stir it up. All right, this is, let's see, 1.5 cups between 8 and 16 is going to be 12. So that is 1.5 cups. Oh, yeah, and 1/2 cup. So it's going to be a full 2 cups. I hope it all fits in the pan. We will find out. Like I said, I'm just going to take my my dehydrated milk, and I'm just going to add it right in here. A little milk powder in the face. It's all right. And then we're going to stir it up. Let that do its rehydrating. And this is enough milk and water for the entire recipe. Don't need that right away, so I'll cover it up so the bugs don't get to it. And let's start with the bacon. Question is, how much bacon am I gonna need? How much bacon is too much bacon? No such thing. I'm gonna use all this bacon. It's gonna be a lot of bacon. It's gonna be really good. All right, there's the whole pack. My hands are all bacony. It's all right. I have something to help with that. Right here. Get the grease off that. And then I'm going to need a knife to cut up this bacon. And I don't have, well, I do have a Swiss Army knife in there. I'm just going to use the one in my pocket because I just cleaned it and sharpened it. All right, so like I said, I'm just gonna cut some of this up. I'm gonna cut all of it up, actually. Throw it in the pan. Doesn't always have to be all the same size. Just needs to be bacony and crunchy. That's what I want. That should work. This piece is a little long. I'll eat it. This will help. Already got a little bacon burning action there. Had to heat up a little high when I started. That's all right. And while that bacon's going, I think I'm gonna check the dandelions. Oh, they look nice and clean now, don't they? That'll work. Okay, the bacon is, I think it's ready. So I'm just gonna leave it in there, right? And I'm going to add my concoction of milk, which I know I'll spill everywhere, so I'm gonna put the lid down on it and use that as a little spout. Make sure it's shaken up a little bit. Perfect. Now that I have the milk and water in there, I can add my Nor side here. And the instructions on this say stir and oh wow, it tore right where it was. Isn't that nice? Let's see. Stir in contents, continue boiling 7 minutes. And it doesn't say anything about covering. So that's good. I don't even need to do covering on it. So we're going to bring this up to a boil after I add the chicken, which is just a pouch of the Great Value premium chicken. This is actually the Applewood. Just get that all in there. And now, let's bring this up to temp. Get it boiling again. Just stir it semi-frequently. These noodles tend to stick, especially on titanium. So once this starts boiling again and I start counting the 7 minutes, then I'm going to go ahead and get the dandelion greens ready. So I'm going to turn this down to a simmer. Like I said, I don't want everything to burn. Just want it to bubble. This is what's nice about this fire maple stove, is I can get it really, really low. All right, this is thickening up very nicely. So I'm going to get my dandelions ready. Now, I haven't had dandelions in a very, very long time. But I do know I don't want the long stems on them. So I will line these up. And cut the back off like that. And then I'll just throw these right in there. That one looks good. And then I want those just to wilt in there, cook up a little bit. We got about a minute left for it's supposed to be done, and it looks pretty close. And then with these, you got to let them sit for a little bit afterwards to thicken up. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off, and we're going to let this cool down for a couple minutes. This is one of the nice things about titanium is it cools down quick. I don't even have to take it off the burner. All right, look at that. Oh, that's thickened up really nice. And I'm not really seeing maybe one noodle stuck at the bottom, maybe a couple. Nothing big. But this looks. This is like restaurant quality right there. Look at that. Okay, I'm just kidding. It's going to be good though. This looks amazing. All right, here we go. This is, what are we going to call this? This is a chicken fettuccine carbonara with the dandelions. Oh, and it looks really good. I mean, it's thickened up really nice. It's a huge meal. I mean, I did put a whole package of bacon in there, but let's do the first bite rule. There you are. You can see there's a dandelion and bacon and noodles and chicken. That is really good. It's got a good flavor. It's got a lot of bacon flavor to it because I put so much bacon in it. Dandelion greens are good. Chicken is good. Noodles are good. The sauce is good. It's all good. It's all good stuff. And it's a big meal. It is a huge meal. It's more than enough for 2 people. I hope you enjoyed this little recipe. This is something I've wanted to do for a while. And I just haven't had a chance where the weather was decent where I could go out and do it. So thanks for joining along. Please leave comments down below if you think I'm crazy for making this out here and eating it, or if you have other recipes that you would like me to try. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna eat a lot of this.